You got it, Michael. Go ahead.
Hi,
Thanks a lot.
Michael.
Hey, Congressman, how are you? Michael Tracey.
Doing well.
We've met, as I'm sure you
Yeah,
remember, or I
no.
hope
I
you remember.
always enjoy the exchanges.
Yeah. Um, I echo actually the praise of the host here in terms of your accessibility. It's always something I've admired about you. Um, I had sort of an interestingly analogous experience to you recently in that I've accumulated some strange bedfellows over this little crusade that I've been waging. I wrote an article last week. It was like one of the top Substacks I ever wrote somehow, which is that, as you may or may not be aware, Steve Bannon, despite posturing as on the vanguard of calling for transparency and accountability around Epstein, is, by his own admission, concealing for the past 6 years 15 or 16 hours of interview footage, interviews that he personally conducted with Epstein in 2018 and 2019. It's the only known TV style interview footage that Jeffrey Epstein ever created in his entire life.
Huh.
Bannon was enlisted by Epstein, if you can believe it. I mean, people are shocked when I tell them about this because they had no clue, and it's almost hard to believe. Bannon was enlisted by Epstein to provide him with media consulting because, in the wake of the 2018 Miami Herald series, Epstein and his advisors were trying to figure out if there was some way that they could rehabilitate his image, if you can believe it. And Bannon was recommending that he Epstein be prepared to sit for an interview on like 60 Minutes or with Gayle King or something. And so he did these 15 or 16 hours of preparatory interview sessions with Epstein. And what would be the number one question that Bannon would be preparing Epstein to be asked in the context of 2018 or 2019? Obviously, the interviewers are going to be asking Epstein about his relationship with Trump. And so it stands to reason that Bannon is concealing inexplicably lengthy comments from Epstein about his relationship with Trump. And this has been concealed for 6 years. And there's, all the people on the right who are demanding disclosures around Epstein, which I agree with on principle. They should maybe turn their ire at Bannon, because if anybody's sitting on Epstein files, and it's not even in the realm of speculation about a blackmail ring or anything else, this we know, Bannon has admitted it.
Yep.
Maybe there should be a demand for Bannon. So could you envision a scenario where could Bannon be subpoenaed for that? Could there be a mechanism to compel him to somehow finally release that footage? Like, would your Republican colleagues potentially be amenable to that? And just for my own curiosity, were you even aware that Bannon had this relationship with Epstein and was in possession of this footage?
Yeah, go ahead, Ro.
I was not, and it's fascinating to me that he would, and and I don't know if the footage still exists. I assume it does. But
I'll send you the article I wrote for a little more
Yeah,
info.
please do. And I will share it with our oversight committee, which, has subpoenaed the Epstein files. Now, the Epstein files, to subpoena that is a harder thing to get because DOJ can ignore it, though we will push for them to release it. It may be easier to compel actually getting something from a private citizen, where it's an easier battle than getting something right out of an administration. So I think it's worthwhile pursuing. Certainly, if any evidence that exists should be a part of the investigation. And if send me the article, and I will make sure that the investigative committees with subpoena power have it.
Okay, and one more question for you.
Hold on, Mike. Just one
yeah.
question, Mike. Yeah, just one question. We got a whole bunch of hands. I only have
Okay.
Ro for about 20 minutes. But if you have any other questions, put them in the pill. We'll pass them along to Ro and his staff, and we'll make sure that we get all the information we need as Ro gets ready for that deposition of Maxwell and others. Okay, Miley, go ahead.